comments today?
I'm good actually. I'm still kind of cooling down from my walk.
Right.
You know, I walked. It was over an hour. It wasn't
Oh,
even
is
like
it?
6,000 steps.
What
So
are you on that? Are you doing the what's it
no,
called? The
but
step
you
thing?
know, yesterday we were talking about the
Doing steps.
10,000 steps.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Are you on that?
No,
Oh, okay, I thought
I
maybe
was
you
just
decided
like, oh,
today
let
to do
me
it.
just walk, and it was only
Okay,
6,000 steps.
so how long? So
Still
you said it was
far.
over an hour and it wasn't 10,000 because you said an
Just
hour
an
and a
hour and
half.
10 minutes.
So then it's more than an hour and a half. That's
Yeah,
10,000 then.
yeah.
2 hours maybe.
Wonder, but anyway,
What a
also
wonder. Too late for that.
that also as I was walking, I was thinking because I was walking along like Dulwich Wood
Mhm.
or Sydenham Wood, whichever one it's called. And I was just thinking about areas, and I remember when the
Mhm.
three of us were walking, or sorry, the four of us were walking around, and we were kind of discussing, like, we know that Dulwich is a affluent
Area.
area, and then now you live adjacent. It was like that time you didn't, like, you were still living maybe
The
at your
family house.
mum's.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And
COVID
how
times, isn't it?
in a
One
few
of the
years
COVID
everything's
times.
kind of changed round.
Yeah.
And now this is your neighborhood.
Well,
It's
there you go.
affluent area.
There you go.
As you come up, and then I was looking through my notes, and it
From then?
reminded me. No, just
Oh,
now,
okay,
just before
okay.
we started recording. And it also reminded me how my area has changed. And
Right.
there was a point I was sitting in the park in Blythe Hill, some point over the summer, and I had chicken wings and a bottle of wine, and I was just
Wait, hold on. Where was the chicken wings from?
they
Morley's.
were no,
Okay.
like, I don't know, some grill
Oh,
kebab
okay.
place or
So
whatever.
okay.
So yeah, so
They weren't.
and that's
Yeah.
even
Okay.
that's so funny that you said that, because that's even in my notes as I was writing it down. I was like, they're grilled, not fried.
All right.
And
Noted.
yeah, and the bottle of wine. And then I was watching these teenagers, maybe they just finished like their A levels or something, and they clearly lived around the area because they also kept going back to the house to bring
To
back
get
like
their
a glass
stuff.
of wine. And like every time someone else came, I was like, this area's changed. That wouldn't.
Teenagers. Do you know what I did in that park? Well,
A lot of things went down in that park. But what we weren't doing at 18 was getting wine.
Definitely was not.
We were not buying wine to sit and drink in the park.
Absolutely not. But
But
you know
anyway,
what? The come up is a come up,
listen,
innit?
the levels done
One
changed.
way or the other. Yeah,
The
for
years
sure.
are different. So that was
Big up
my
Blyfield Park.
that was my long-winded wonder.
Oh,
But
that
yeah,
was a good
go
wonder.
do.
That is a good wonder. And you know what? It's a nice park. It's got fantastic views. It's probably one of the best park views
Yeah.
in South.
It's
I can't
used a
speak to North
lot.
London.
It's used a lot in adverts and shoots and stuff like that. So
No, it's a nice wonder. There's a lot of the nice circular
yeah,
thing there.
it all kind of linked back. It's
Yeah.
interesting just going through the notes.
Yeah. There you go. My wonder of the week is also about neighborhoods. So the other day, me and you, in one of the times that we keep seeing each other this week, we went on a walk around West Norwood, Tulse Hill, and when we went to that little Portuguese deli, actually, it's a two-part, to be fair. One of the wonders, this wasn't the wonder initially, but remember the guy that spoke to me in Portuguese? I was like, oh,
yeah, that's so interesting.
It was interesting because like we're in South London, and there's these I presume they're Portuguese, but some of them might have been Brazilian or anything. I wouldn't be able to tell the difference in how they speak the language. And the guy's having his beer. I don't know what's like a typical Portuguese beer, but he's got his beer. He's got his little sandwichy, his little snack thing, his little meat and cheese thing. And we're here in Southwest, and things are fairly priced. And I'm like, yeah, everything doesn't have to be £4.50 for a coffee and a fancy this, fancy that. Don't get it twisted. We all like to do it a bit.
Yeah.
But it's nice to have. It felt good to me to feel like if this is an area I could potentially live in, I want something that feels, it's a different culture to mine, but something relatable. Do you understand what I mean? So for me, yeah, it was just a moment of like, oh, as I'm thinking about what I would want in an area to live in, this is it, kind of thing.
It was really nice.
Yeah.
It was like, it
a
felt
moment.
authentic. Everyone who went there goes there often.
It's their place. Yeah.
Apart from us.
To the point that my man thought, oh yeah, what's up? Obrigado.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm like,
no. Since you're here, you're obviously no more.
I'm like, obrigada. You get me? So, yeah, that was my one of the week.
That was gorgeous. So we're talking about expectations.
That's right.
Sometimes expectations feels like quite a heavy word. I think people sometimes or quite often have a negative reaction to it, as if you're asking something of them. So my question to you, to kind of spin it, is what's an expectation that you appreciate about our friendship?
Oh, okay. What's an expectation that I appreciate? As in something that has followed through?
Maybe, yeah.
I think I appreciate that we've got this podcast, this platform to. Is that am I in the lane of
Mhm.
answering the question? Okay. This platform that so we committed to reconnecting.
Yeah.
And we found spaces to we set up this space to reconnect, and we're doing it. So I appreciate that even if we do 2 episodes and nothing, I appreciate that we're like, oh no, we want to reconnect, and to hold ourselves accountable, let's put it on the internet.
Because that's the safest space.
Yeah, that's a safe place. Let's meet every whatever and do it. So I appreciate that. I don't know. That's something that comes to mind immediately.
Yeah. To be honest, I don't even think I had an answer to the question. I was just like, kind of trying to figure things out and look around and see like what could I ask, but in a light way. Like what is
sure.
There's, I think after 20 plus years, there's obviously, we will have expectations of each other, but they don't always have to be bad, or they don't always have to be like, you didn't meet this expectation, or da 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 da. It's
I
just like, okay.
expect that you will always throw it down when it comes to making a good drink. Does that count?
Oh, okay, cool.
Okay.
I'll take it. Yeah, sure. Why not?
I'm going to next. Do you know what I mean? It's gonna happen.
When I do it, I'm thinking this Christmas, I'm trying to research
Christmas
my
cocktail.
Christmas. I should look in the Waitrose magazine or
Definitely
something.
do that.
Yeah. Okay, we've got some nodding heads.
What's the story behind your drink making?
I really don't.
Your interest in drink making?
I don't know. I think I had to do this in like, not so much an interview, but I was applying for something like drinks related, and you had to think about like where your interest or your love of drinks came from. And I just always saw people drinking at home responsibly. Of course.
Wow, that's
yeah. No, but never ever in a risk way. And you've all been to my house. Like it's not. No one overdoes it at all. But it's just always been something that felt very connected to like fun, enjoyment, food, like vibe. I don't know. And then
I drink and be merry.
Yeah, kind of thing. And it's just part of. I like to elevate the experience. I was saying to someone before, I think I was just making a coffee and I was adding some like cinnamon and nutmeg, and they were like, okay, you're doing a lot. But I was like, I just like to elevate my experience in all things.
Hold on, sorry. Have you started using your frother?
I haven't bought the frother.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I need to do that. Thank you for reminding me. So to come back to the question, I don't know. It's just always been something people put a lot of effort into making these drinks, and it's just endless, like recipes, like food recipes. There's just endless ways that you can enjoy it. So I don't know. I'll have to think about it. But for now, I think it's connected to a lot of positive memories.
Yeah.
For
me. People listening or watching, I feel like Nykhil, like when it comes to margaritas, guys, yeah. If you see her
in the camera,
know that she knows how to make a margarita in it. Chef's kiss. I wouldn't say I expect you. I trust that you will throw it down when it comes to. Can that run in the answer?
It can.
Yeah, okay.
The first part as well, but I accept that as a elaboration on.
Text message. A message from the producer.
Our lovely producer.
All right, so the question is, tell us of an occasion or a time they expected me, it's kind of linked to my question, but it's fine. Expected me to show up for you, but didn't, and how did that make you feel? And I guess both of us.
Vice versa.
Yeah. Okay, got to think about it.
No.
No, you have it on the tip of your tongue.
Which one do I choose? No, I'm trying.
Wow.
I'm trying to keep it also, not go too deep, but I would think maybe a more tangible one is like with all the house stuff.
Okay.
When we were like, I don't know, and I probably didn't articulate how bad it was. It felt like the pits of hell, and there was like it felt like a long period, but maybe looking back on it now, there was like a window of maybe 6 months where I really thought that we were just going to lose everything and be homeless. And then it was like, I just feel like this person isn't here.
That's so interesting. I didn't even know that you ever felt like that.
Yeah.
That you feel like the house was gonna, like he was gonna not have nothing.
That's when, so I'm like, also to not give all the blame to you, I probably didn't. But I feel like it was stressful enough where it's like, surely everyone knows that this is stressful. I'm not in my house. I've moved like 3 times already. Whatever money I thought I'd spent on the renovation, we're now having to like remortgage and spend money again. And I'm paying rent. Like, it's just, I think there was a level of me being like, everyone should just understand that this is a highly, highly stressful situation. And maybe every so often I'm going to need a break or a check-in. And it wasn't coming through. And even when I was like, okay, I feel like my best friend isn't around, like having a direct conversation with you, not necessarily saying, okay, I think I'm about to lose my house. But that was a period where it was like, it's kind of obvious that there's a lot of shit popping for me right now. And I just didn't feel like,
Yeah.
but I appreciate I didn't directly say these are the things that are stressing me. But I think also I mentioned like my mum was stressing me out. I felt like we weren't connecting. So I feel like there were already
Other
things on the
stresses.
table.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was deep, boy. That was horrible.
Oh gosh, I didn't even know that you felt like, oh shit, everything might just not run.
Yeah.
That's mad.
How did I get past it? I don't know. I really don't know. There was a lot of probably maybe lashing out at the wrong people, just distancing myself. And then speaking to, there was like in between one of the moves, I was in therapy. And I think just being able to voice. So if I spoke to my mum and my sister about it, it always felt as if maybe I was expecting too much. And I was like, I surely am not expecting that much of my friend to just kind of support me or to be around. But it always felt like no one was getting it, or like I was being quite demanding in my feelings. So then going to therapy, not necessarily about that, but just kind of saying this is my headspace, this is where I'm at, this is where I'm feeling disappointed, and having it validated, I think was enough to just be like, okay, you're not crazy. And it's not to say that people also can't be everything that you want them to be. I think I had to like release a lot of that, um kind of like wanting you to step in and be all of these different roles for me all the time. So I think letting go of some of that and just having someone, even if it was a stranger, just be like, sis, you're not crazy. It's a very valid feeling. And then I don't know, it's taken years, because when did we start the renovations? Like 2021. So
Yeah.
it was a slow thing, but I think yeah, maybe also being patient with myself and then trying to voice in the moment things. Maybe. I don't know if any of that makes sense.
It does.
If you can see
Yeah.
any of that happening.
I remember when 2021 post COVID, and we was here a bit more by that time. So yeah, I remember seeing you a fair amount at the Broccoli place when you were staying at the Broccoli.
Yeah.
Yeah. The Broccoli flat. But yeah, I guess the sort of in depth of other than how is it going? I don't know if I can.
Can I, and also not to dig you out. What I do remember one time, we went to, I think, Broccoli Farmers Market,
Yeah.
sorry. And this was one of the conversations where I was like, okay, Billy, I just need you around a bit more. I need you to be a bit more present. Your response, at least how I remember it, was like, I'm just trying to have fun,
I remember
kind of
that.
thing.
Yeah. I remember that. I
And
remember you no, I remember you asked me. It's funny you say that because I was thinking about this the other day.
yeah,
Because I think, did you ask me what do I need from you?
maybe
Yeah.
like what, yeah, kind of where are we not connecting, and what
It's
is it that
so
you need from me?
so
Okay.
yeah, I
Yeah,
guess
go
might as well
on.
think. Because at that same time I was having I don't know if I'd had the operation or I was about to have an operation,
I think you're
but I
about to
had,
have, yeah,
yeah, so I just had like,
a lot going on as
I
well.
would say I didn't feel, likewise, I
Yeah.
also didn't feel like you was there for me on that as well, kind of thing. But obviously you was going through not knowing if you're gonna have a roof over your head and that. But yeah, I felt like from even, and it's funny you say this because I was thinking about this the other day, like, and I can't remember what I didn't, my memory is like it's shot at the moment. But I was thinking about not this particular thing, but I was thinking the other day of like, oh, just in terms of when things misaligned or started to misalign, and where. But I'll just take it from this point as well, because I think it was definitely before this, but I'll take it from this point. I felt like, okay, so I found out that I had these fibroids, and I remember when I found out, it's a common thing in it, but obviously at the time it wasn't really something common to me, and it was something that was very shocking to the system, because it's like I don't know, you've got something growing in your body, you've got no control of, you don't know nothing about. And I felt like there was nowhere really to express my fears. I didn't have anywhere to, well, what besides my partner's place, beside my partner, but amongst outside of that, I didn't feel like I had anywhere to express my fear, and I can't, dump on one person all the time. So now we're coming up to the point whereby I think COVID had happened, flipping, they made an appointment, they cancelled it, they made it. Yeah, so I was having all of this back and forth, like, what's going on? I don't know what's going on inside. Something's growing inside my body, literally. My man's like, yeah, it's massive. And I don't know, do you know what I mean? Kind of thing. And that was also very like, I just want to have something lighter.
Yeah. So I get that. It was just,
it's interesting. It led to those two things at the same time at that moment.
Yeah. And I think also maybe if I didn't show up with the fibroids, I don't think I know a woman who doesn't have.
Yeah, see, I didn't know anything about it.
So for me, it was so normal in that I remember my mum going for surgery when we were like at school. I remember Rosita going for surgery. Courtney has them. Like, it was just always a thing that people kind of got on with. So I've never asked them, but they never brought that level of kind of anxiety to talking about it. And even Sheridan as well had them. So I'm just dropping everyone's name in it. But, but like a lot of people in my family and friends as well, like close friends, have them.
Yeah, see, that's
so
it even the opposite side. I'd never heard of it.
The panic for me
not
to be
heard
like,
of it.
Let me check this out, and then I do have them as well. But it was never. I didn't realize it was such like a burden or
it was quite a burden. It was quite like a dent on my. This kind of links to the next topic that we may have. There's quite a dent on my physical, the way I felt myself physically, saw myself physically. Having quite a hectic surgery.
Yeah. It was a lot.
And just like recovery after all of that. I don't know, but yeah, I wish I could. I wish I could remember. I'd have to sit down and think, and probably something we should discuss maybe later on this platform or otherwise. But I had a thought about this the other day, and I've lost where I don't have it to my head right now where I landed on it. But there was definitely I feel like I am open to receive where I haven't met up to expectations, but I'm not very vocal about also saying where I don't think and so I think I need to
because I had them when probed, because I have asked
I've had them and I'm just like, oh, it is whatever, and it is. It is, but it isn't. But it isn't. Yeah, it is. I'm like, I tried to. It's not that I'll say I don't have expectations. No, I don't have expectations. No, not in that sense. But it's sort of like I am on the for the most part, I am happy to receive what somebody's able to give. That doesn't mean that I'm just like, it doesn't mean that it's not to say I don't have expectations, that like I gave expectations in a positive sense. It doesn't mean I don't think you can rise up to certain things, but for the most part, I am happy with whatever your capacity is. And I think maybe also to vocalize that, I know you're going through X, Y, Z, so whatever it is whatever it is kind of thing. But I think I need to do that basically. Yeah.
Which leads us nicely onto
my question was, or is, I mean, we may have touched a bit on one of them already. What does community mean to you? If anything.
I don't know. I'm trying to think. I always feel like I'm on like the outside of a community, like the outlier to a community. So I don't really like, I do and I don't know. I'm really trying to think, but I imagine it's just a space that you can be, and like with community, everyone will show up in the way that I think everyone just brings something to the table in community. Even if we go back to your like analogy before with the memory of the deli in West Norwood, like they are providing a service, but also I think everyone who goes is also part
Playing
of
a
it,
part.
is also playing their part and bringing something to it. Some of them might be old friends, some of them may be just new to the area, some of them just that's the only place to get their Brazilian coffee. Whatever it is, I think it's like this I want to say transactional, but that's not the word. But yeah, it's like a environment where everyone feeds into
Yeah.
each other, and I'm taking it in a positive way. I don't know if it's a real community. I don't know if there's any negative in it. So just kind of with that, I think
What do you mean?
like, because I don't know if there are communities where actually they can be damaging to you. So I don't want to. I'm taking community
Oh,
like if
okay.
I'm thinking of
What you would like to,
community,
yeah.
then it would only ever be positive. It's only ever an environment that feeds into you and doesn't take away from you.
I mean,
So that's
I guess a community can do both. It does do both. It does. I mean, we just
yeah.
spoke about it now in this conversation.
How
In that sometimes we're feeding each other and sometimes we're just not. It's not
yeah.
that we're necessarily
Okay.
putting bad vibes to each
Yeah.
other,
Yeah.
but we're
Yeah.
not necessarily. Do you
Okay.
understand? So yeah, and I think that's essentially it. We're
Yeah.
never, nothing ever runs in a completely smooth way. But how do we hold ourselves when that happens,
Yeah.
or when we recognize, oh, actually, you know what? This is how I felt at XYZ time, or this is what happened at such and such a time. How do we then hold the maybe ill feeling or whatever it is, kind of thing, in community? You said that you feel like sometimes you're the outlier of a community, but then that would suggest that there's a sort of pyramid or some sort of
Yeah, it's weird. It's more like where I feel like I'm part of other people's communities,
Mhm.
but I don't know if this mutual isn't the right word. Like I don't the people who I am part of community with, I don't know if they are necessarily part of my community. Like as in all of the if I'm thinking of the people that are probably like, oh, this person's like part of my community, or I involve her in these things. It's not like I'm not meaning it in a bad way, but it's kind of or maybe I'm trying to make my community too big, and really I have everything that I need already,
Mhm.
and then everyone else is a bonus. I don't know. It's always a it's always a tough one when it
Well,
comes
because
up.
it sounds maybe when you say community, it sounds like a singular community whereby maybe technically it's like several communities
Yeah.
in,
Yeah, maybe.
because you're the, if it's thinking about centers, which it sounds like you are, you're the center of your community.
Of my own.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, of course.
Okay, so to me, community, I mean, it's kind of what you were saying in terms of people playing different roles and doing different things. I think so. In this block, we have like a group chat, and we have sometimes we like to laugh at it like a TV program. There's like the figure that you never see, but it's always messaging, like it's always at the head of it. There's like a role that people play. There's the one that's always got the answers. There's the one that trying to bring people together. So yeah, it's if I'm looking at, if I say my community, because it would look different to yours, though there will be intersections.
Yeah.
I would say that there's people that you can maybe communicate with on certain things, people that provide certain things, people that you provide certain things to, and ultimately people that you want to be around. You, for me, you like being around, maybe not 20, like not, it's not like you've seen
Yeah.
everyone all the time, but people that I think, oh, if I needed a hand or if they needed a hand, could we be there for each other? Yeah. I think that might answer it.
Yeah. So I think on that then, where the struggle is I feel like I can provide something to other people. I don't think there's many people that can provide something that is missing for me. And it's not to say that there isn't anything missing, but for the people that I feel I show up for, and this isn't me saying like, oh, I'm exhausted or like my cup is empty or any of those things. I just think by nature I'm able to provide more for other people
Yeah.
than those same people are able to
That's
provide to me.
sometimes
Like I
someone's role in the community.
yeah,
Yeah, that's sometimes what it is.
maybe it's that.
Because it's not, oh, I've been able to give you 10 of this. Can you give me 10? It's not like a
Yeah, but
barter
even
thing.
if I'm like, oh, but who would be the best person if I needed like some British pairs or something, who could I call? Like, I don't necessarily have that person. I would just be like, okay, I'll Google it and find it, kind of. It's that sometimes it's like the random things that I'm like, oh, I don't know if that's a really bad example, but that's kind of when my head
Yeah,
is.
I mean, I think that's just what it is. Some people provide, and it's like, okay, so I'm going to try to say this really quickly.
Yeah.
So I'm part of a artist studio, parent studio thing, and there we're trying to build community. We're trying to do so many things with our community, and there's a place for people that on both ends. There's some people that are hyper doing so much, and some people just don't want to be involved. And there should be a space for everybody in the community for that.
But there already is that you're part of the studio.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
even that is
But
like
even there's levels to that
thing.
because there's some people that are like, oh, users are restructuring. I don't care. I just want to pay my money, come in and come out. Yeah. For real. And there should be space for that.
Yeah, but they're already part of the community.
Yeah, but then we now say we're trying to do another kind of community thing, if you see what I mean. Like, let's move this thing together. They're like, I just wanted to pay my X amount of money, sit in my room and come out. Yes, they're part of a community. There's no way that none of us are part of, even if you don't have any family or friends, you're here. We're in this world team together. Come. But there's like different positions that even in that, some people play. Anyway, I say that to say that, and then there's some people that are doing the most. Detrimental to themselves often. Detrimental to themselves more often than not. But I don't think they can't say, okay, well, my man or my girl's not doing this, so we will have to just pay our position and just know what we're comfortable with. And then when it's like, I can't do this anymore, then it's like, I'm going to have to stop it out here and keep it calm. And I don't know. I feel like we could probably go on because I had other
But
things.
It's just to my earlier point, and I think your point as well, in that it's a space where everyone has a part. Everyone has a part to play, big or large.
And then everyone has people that they're closer to, people that they whatever. I don't know. And I guess, I mean, you have your family, you have work, you have it's a weird one with community as well, because there's so many, it's like a Venn diagram of different spaces that you find yourself in and different positions. But
hopes for the week. We hopes or adventures?
Are we hoping? Oh, okay. Speaking about community again, so I've enrolled in this peer-to-peer program. Peer-to-peer, like artist to artist thing. I'm not entirely sure, I can't even lie. But I think it's like a peer-to-peer. I'll find out tomorrow. It's a peer-to-peer artist community, and I'm hoping that it's enriching. That's my hope for the week. I'm looking forward to doing it. I'm looking forward to carrying the lessons from it with me for the week and beyond. That's something that's exciting for me that I'm looking forward to this week. It's called Pollinator.
For me, I think I just want to move a little bit more. I've been like doing some stretches and stuff.
Okay, physically.
And because my face may still be young, but internally my body knows how old I am. And so I think I just need to keep moving and bringing some of the flexibility back. Yeah, that's my hope.
So
my walk today inspired me.
Good.
Walk, just keep the stretches. I'm trying to do stretches every day, like maybe 15-20 minutes. It's not loads, but that's my hope, that I keep moving.
That's good. I was lying in bed this morning. I don't know if it was this morning, one of these days. I was stretched. I was like, oh, I don't stretch. Like beyond like this in the morning, I was like, I really don't stretch. It's not good. Do your stretches.
PSA.
Okay, well, yeah.
Cool, do you want to sign us out?
Thank you guys for listening today about expectations. Thought for the week, maybe. Okay, I did have a final question, so maybe I'll put this to the wider audience.
To our community.
To the community. Think about some of the ways you would want your loved ones to show up for you and how you would like to show up for your loved ones.
Bye.
Bye.